Roseann White, and today we are going to go through a Pilates workout on your vibration platform. It's Workout Wednesday, and we've got a lot of new people that have joined our Life Pro VIP group, so I want to welcome all of you. And I also want to welcome all the people on our business page, our Life Pro business page. This workout will be recorded, and you can find it on the Life Pro page. You can find it on the VIP page, and you can find it on YouTube. So good news is you've got it. Now this is part one of 2 parts. We're going to be doing Pilates on the platform seated, and I've got a 2-foot chair. I got this on Amazon. And when we go for our standing workout, if you are very new to standing on the platform, for some of the work, you may want to either have your platform by the wall. I have a PVC pipe that I have rubber stoppers on each side because I use this for my clients when they're working on the reformer, just for a little stability. But know that the balance isn't going to be, I'm not going to keep you balanced high on your tippy toes long, but I want you to try to move through the front and back of your feet. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. But if you really want to have a high chair or have your platform by a wall, that's fine. I want you to be comfortable. I want you to be safe. The most important things about any workouts, besides breathing and quality form, is safety. And anything that you need to be safe is important to me. So I'm going to put my pole here. Also, if you find that you are someone that really lives in a very externally rotated world from the hips down, that means your hips are pretty tight and your inner thighs are kind of weak. I'm going to suggest that you have a bender. Well, it's called a bender ball, a squishy ball. It's actually, the real name is mini stability ball. And I have these in different sizes. I have another larger size. So this one came with the Horizon Balance Trainer. So this is fine. If you don't have a ball, don't worry. Have a big pillow or something. But again, if you find for some of the work when I have you in parallel, you might want to add the ball. I'm going to give you lots of tips along the way. And you're going to have this class, this live recorded so you can watch it often. So maybe today you're going to watch me. You're going to ask some questions perhaps. Put them in the chat. I'll be happy to answer them. If not during the workout, definitely afterward, because I've got a pretty big schedule of things I want to teach you in the next half hour or so. Actually, this might go a little longer. The first one, our seated Pilates class, there's actually about 15 exercises, which sounds like a lot in 10 minutes, right? It's really not. And if you only do a few, that's fine. I know some of you, like I said, are new on a vibration platform, but we're seated on a chair and it's just your feet. So hopefully you can get through that. But take half and work on it. A lot of this work, guys, just by the way, you don't have to be on the vibration platform. Pilates, what's what I love about Pilates, you can kind of do it anywhere. It's about being in your body, being very conscious of your head placement, your shoulder placement, your rib cage placements, how you're breathing in your ribs, how you're what you're doing with your hips, what you're doing with your pelvis, whether you're tucked or arched too much. We want to be neutral. So there's a lot of moving parts of Pilates, and I have been practicing Pilates since 2000. I think I had my first class in 1999, and I was hooked. I've gone through over 500 hours of training in this method, and I personally go to at least 3 or 4 classes a week, plus I have a private trainer once a week. So this is a practice, and I want you to know it's practice, not perfection. Take your time, stay present with breath work. Your form is critical on this to get the best results. We're talking about really improving your posture, which means when you improve posture, you're going to have less tightness in your neck, probably less soreness in your back, because we live in a world where we're like this all the time. You may find that you're standing taller, waistline thinner because everything's pulled up and in, and your organs are going to function more effectively because You're not jamming everything down. I could go on forever telling you, selling the Pilates work, but let the work speak for itself. So if you have any questions, please feel free to type them. Let me know where you're tuning from. I see we've got some viewers, and please say hello. Tell me what platform you have if you've done Pilates. I have several recorded videos from the past couple years, and I've been handing out a link to the Google Drive where you can get all the videos. And there's several videos I've done, but I thought it was time to kind of roll it back out again, because I want to focus on Pilates and yoga and strength training for 2023 again. And if there's anything you've got questions on or want to see more, it's really important you let me know, because I'm here to serve you. I love being part of the Life Pro family, along with Amber and Debbie. Debbie had a great live, I believe it was yesterday, on G-Force and Velocity and all that. It was awesome. It really was helpful. So, I also have a towel. And the reason I have a towel is there's going to be one movement. I'm going to show you this now, just really quick, so you see what I'm going to do, because I don't want to stop and explain it. We're going to do one movement when you're going to sit on the side of your chair and your foot's going to go back, either hooked over or the top of the toenails pressing. But I want this knee to go straight down. So if you find it's uncomfortable, you're going to put a towel there. And I really need this knee to be right under the hip, because we're looking for a hip flexor stretch. So that's why I have this towel here. You could use the mat that maybe came with your vibration platform. And we're not going to be there forever. So don't worry, you're not going to be there for a long time. So I'm going to put my props aside, and I am going to first, before I start the platform, we're going to work on some breathing. So everyone join me on this, whether you're going to do the workout or not. And by the way, when it comes to vibration platform speed, I have the Rumlex Pro 4D, okay? Whatever platform you have is perfect. And welcome our friend from Pennsylvania. You've got the Pro and the Mini. So I do Pilates in both, which is, sometimes we go wide. You might not go as wide on the Mini, but you still go extremely rotated. So good. Use either one. Speed, I'm going to go oscillate, because the Rumlex does so many different things, lateral, oscillation, pulsation. I'm going to go into oscillation today, because most of our platforms do that. Challenge yourself to lateral, or just do pulsation, or do a few. Speed-wise, I generally like it lower. And I was listening to Debbie yesterday about how it might be a little too much impact for some of us. And she recommends higher speeds. And I believe she's the expert in that. But today I'm going to go, my speed for both sessions is going to be about 40 in oscillation mode. So that's kind of where I'm coming from. Again, whatever works for you is what's important. So let's just begin with breath work. The platform is not on. I'm not going to spend my 10 minutes of vibration work in breath work. This is important for all of us, because you've got to understand the breathing. Most of us live in a world where we breathe in the chest. So if you just breathe normally now, you might notice your chest rises and it falls. We live in this part of our breath work, but really our breath work needs to come from our diaphragm. But let's start here with belly breathing. Put your thumbs right where your navel point is, and let your fingers rest down toward your pubic bone, and just take a few belly breaths. Take an inhale through your nose. When you exhale through your mouth, it's a shushing sound. Shh. Inhale, exhale. Shh. And let that sound be audible for you, for me. I'm not going to do a lot of big shushing, but you're going to hear me when I'm talking. I can't shush, right? But I'm also wanting to feel how my belly draws in and expands. Now in yoga, which I teach on platform and on land, we do a lot of belly breathing. We want to really work on pulling our energy from our pelvis. Now, in Pilates, we want to work on rib cage breathing. So place your hands on your ribs, or you can hug yourself here. But I'm going to show you my hands here. My heel of my hands are my ribs. My fingertips are inward. And we're going to take an inhale and feel your ribs expand. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In through the nose, out through the pursed lips. And you can see my ribs are like a accordion or an elevator. So I want you to practice trying to breathe into the back of if you're a woman, your bra strap area. And exhale, close the ribs. Now, that's a practice in itself. Don't get really worried that, I'm not breathing right. I just want you to breathe for now if you're a newbie. And I am to this day working with my trainer on working in breath work. So it is a practice because we get into that breathing, or we just don't even think about breathing, and we're not breathing as deep as we should. Okay, having said that, we're going to start our platform seated. So go ahead. I'm going to keep the ball handy for the first part of this. Again, if you don't have a ball, actually, I'm going to bring my green one because you can see it better. Okay, I'm going to put it not between my knees, but between my thighs. And I'm going to have you start your platform. And as I said, I'm going to go into a speed of about 40 here. You can decide what works for you. Okay, so we're going to put that ball between the thighs. You want to squeeze the ball. Put your hands on your ribs. Take an inhale. On the exhale, tuck the tailbone. Squeeze the belly. Inhale, pelvic tilts. We're rolling, scooping, squeezing the ball, and releasing. I'm going to do 5 of these. Exhale. The ribs press down to the hip bones. Inhale, lift the chest. Pull the chin in. It tucks down. You look at the ball, and then you lift, pressing into your feet. One more time. Exhale and inhale. So we just kind of move our pelvis here, right? Now we talked about the rib cage breathing. I want you to keep squeezing that ball. We're going to do some arm sweeps. You're going to inhale up, squeezing the ball, reach up, shoulders drop, exhale, press down. Turn the palms, inhale, reach up, let the shoulder blades slide up. This is called elevation. Turn the palms, exhale, press down like you're going through thick sand. I've got a little tension on the ball when I come up on the inhale, lifting rib cage away from pelvis. Now I'm going to close those ribs, press the hands down, squeeze the ball. Can you feel your glutes? 2 more times. Inhale, gliding the scapula, the shoulder blades up, gliding them down as you push down. And you've got 1 more of these. Take a big breath in. Exhale out. Great. Now we're going to add high half toe to that. So what that means is you lift your heels, press into your first and second toe, and press down and lift your 5 toes up if possible. You're rolling through your feet, lifting up, inhale, shoulder blades drop, exhale, press down. Think about the inner heel and the little pinky toe lifting toward your knees. Inhale. You're going to start feeling the shoulders, the ribs. Exhale, the ankles are warming up. You've got 2 more. Take a big breath in. Exhale, press it down. Lift those toes. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. I'm going to change my foot position. Heels together, toes apart. You can keep that ball between your thighs if you'd like. Feel your sitting bones. We're going to go ahead, put your hands on your hips, and I want you to squeeze your heels together and lift them up and lower. The pelvis doesn't change. You're going to feel that more about the heel squeezing. Now, can you feel your butt contracting? Then relax. Again, you don't have to have the ball here. That's totally fine. But some of you that tend to be really extremely rotated, I want the inner thighs to always be kicking in. You've got 2 more of these. I'm only doing about 5 reps, guys, just so you hit it. And then we go on. 1 more time. And we come now. Now we're going to add on shoulder rotation with that. So you're going to go ahead and reach your arms out. Palms are down. You're going to turn the arm bones, lift the heels, open up the palms to the ceiling, feel your shoulder blades drop down. Exhale, turn the palms down. Inhale up. Exhale down. You've got 3 more. Feeling strong in your arms. Reaching east to west, but plugging the arm bones into the spine. Squeezing the heels as you lift them and lowering them, pressing the heels together. 2 more. Roll those shoulders down. The arm bones turn. So this is a little bit of different shoulder rotation. Your bones are rotating in the sockets. And last time. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to slide the hands forward. And we're going to press back, thumbs down. Exhale, pull the ribs in. Keep the feet flat. Inhale. Feel the shoulder blades separate. You're reaching toward me. Turn the thumbs down. Exhale. Feel the shoulder blades drawing together. Reach forward on your inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Swish it out. Shh. One more time. And out. Drop your hands down for a second because your arms are probably heavy. Separate your heels so you're in parallel. We're going to go ahead and go into some arm circles. So, actually, I take that back. We're going to turn the thumbs down and we're going to press back while we lift the heels. Lift the heels, release. Lift. Now, I want you to notice that you're not in your neck. Your thumbs are pressing down, and I want you to feel like you've got a walnut between the tips of your shoulder blades and you're cracking the nut. For 2 and 1. Lifting the heels high, dropping the shoulders down, stretching the arms out, squeezing the ball, and release. Okay, from here, arm circles. So we're going to go ahead and you can keep the feet flat. You're going to have your palms facing down, and we're going to circle. Circle, circle. Little tiny circles. And I'm going to do about 8 of these. Press your feet into the platform, reverse the circles. Breathe through this and come down. Relax. This is a lot of work in the shoulders here. Now we're going to go ahead and get rid of the ball. Right foot down. Squeeze the knee and tuck the chin to the chest. And we're going to release. You can also hold behind the thigh, tuck. You're going to feel that pelvic tilt. And then lengthen your spine back up. Don't lift your chin, lift your heart. Exhale. Inhale. Pelvic tilt as we do a single knee stretch. And back. One more time, I'll add on to this. You don't have to add on, but I'm going to invite you to try something more. Exhale. Inhale. Now from here, we're going to add on. You're going to kick out and release. Squeeze, kick out, release. One more time. Bring it in, kick out, release. Last time. And release. Now from here, we're going to side bend. So go ahead and take one side bend, hand behind the head, reach down. You can even hand grab this chair out to the side, other side, bend this elbow and stretch. Inhale, you might want to have the ball between your legs. Exhale, drop your head. Now sometimes, and if you've followed me for a while, I like to put my hand behind my head so I can really push my head back. When you bend to your one side, it's the opposite foot I'm pushing down to get the length. Back to center. I'm going to add on to this. This was our 3rd rep. We're going to add on with a little bit of a twist. Out here, we go ahead side bend, and we're going to crunch over, back, and release. Take that side bend and crunch over and release to make it a little bit harder. Side bend, reach, restack, and release. Side bend, reach, and release. Adding on to this. Side bend, reach, down, restack. Side bend, reach over, down, and restack. One more time. Now these are just additions. You don't have to do all of them, but I'm giving you an option here to get your spine to move. Here's your last one. Side bend and stretch. Stack it up. Now from here, hands behind the head, we're going to oblique crunch. Press head back, elbows slightly forward. Exhale, crunch. I'm going to do the right side first for 4, 3. I'm pushing down in the platform. 2, 1. Use that breath. Shh. Shh. If I'm going too fast for you, you can always slow it down. Shh. 1 more. Now, we're going to add exhale, alternate. So I took that oblique and I added onto it with alternating crunches. Always stack up. You got one more of these. I did 4 of the same and then 4 of the alternating. Release. I like this one. It's called tricep push-up. Arms straight. You're going to keep your spine straight. Bend the elbows. Now push away. Straighten your arms. My back is flat on this. I'm bending from the elbows and pushing. Triceps. Okay, let's do 3 more. Bend and push away. Lift the chest. Inhale, bend. Press down on your thighs. One more time. Bend and stretch. Doesn't that feel good? It's really nice to work those triceps. Now from here, hands on your hips, you're going to make circles with your toes or lift your leg up. Reverse the circle with your toes. It's a knee circle, a kneecap circle. My pelvis stays still. I'm just turning the thigh bone. Switch sides. They can start with ankle circles. You feel the knee turning the thigh turning the hip socket. Reverse it. If you like that, stay there. Otherwise, circle around without your pelvis. I keep my hands on my hips so my pelvis doesn't move. I only want 3 good circles. Great. Now from here, we're just going to sit nice and tall. I've got 10 seconds left on the platform. I'm kind of sweating. I've got a fan on even. So sit nice and tall. Reach down. Platform's going to shut off. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Great. We're going to go into our hip flexor stretch. We've used the hip flexors a lot when we pick things up. So you're going to turn. You can always take your towel and you can place that towel on your platform. I want your knee to go straight down. I'm going to crawl my toes to the end of my platform and now square my hips up and push. Use the glute to push out open. Pressing into the floor foot, pushing the platform hip forward and getting that nice stretch in the hip flexor. You can just put your hands behind your head too. Relax your shoulders. Release. Other side, if you want the towel, fine. If not. But the most important thing is your knee is down, your hands on the hips to square off the hips. One side will feel tighter. You can always hold on to your chair to do this too if you feel like you're falling off. But use that floor foot to keep you propped up and this hip forward. And then again, hands behind the hip, pushing down on the top of the toes to push that hip forward. And release. Figure 4 stretch, super important because of the hips that we work. Now, if you find this is not happening, not in your bandwidth right now, you can always cross the ankle and let that knee drop out. But check in with your hips. See how my hips just dropped? I want to make sure that my hips don't drop and you can hinge forward. Just put your hand on your thigh. You can even take a little twist. So that's option 1 for some of us, okay? Roll that shoulder back so you want to twist a little. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back to center. Switch legs. So we're sitting up. I'm going to take the second option. You could always take the first one of crossing the ankle over, sitting nice and tall, getting that hip to stretch. Slight pitch forward with the chest, not the head. Pitch forward, feel that stretch in the glutes. And then I'm going to just rotate to the side and let my whole side body open up. And breathe. Pull the chin in. Maybe press the head back a bit. And then come forward and down. Last thing we're going to do, guys, is take a big breath in. Reach up, stretch up. Take your thumbs and reach back to look to the sky. Inhale. Now you're going to dive over your knees, over your toes, over the platform. Drop everything. Exhale. Squeeze knees together if they're separating. Take a big breath in. Shake your head. Restack the spine. Sweep the arms up. Reach up, stretch up, dive over again. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Restack and up. One more. And then you're going to be done with the seated workout. Exhale. Take a breath. Feel this breath in your back body. And restack. Just a big stretch up. Push out and down. That was your 10-minute workout. Now I spent a little time with the breath work before I put the platform on. and I spend a few minutes after with the stretches. Okay, so it probably is more like 15 minutes, but remember, when you're starting out, we're suggesting 10-minute increments, no more than 30 minutes on your platform total. We had our feet on for 10 minutes and we move things around. Now, we're going to go to the second part, which is standing. I want to make sure that you have a wall or a pole handy for you if you need it. I'm not looking for a lot of big moves, but you might need it. I'm going to move my camera just a little bit so I don't get cut out too much on here. How are you guys doing? How do you like this workout so far? Okay. So we've already talked about breath work in our first half, and you can refer back to that to get more into the rib cage breathing rather than the belly breathing. Let's go right ahead and start with the work. I'm going to have you grab your bender ball or your mini stability ball. I got balls rolling all over the place here. I'm going to take my chair. I'm going to move it away. I don't really need it. I'm going to move this ball away. I don't need that. And we're going to begin with the same kind of thing. Can you see my feet? Yeah, you can see my feet. I've got my turquoise socks on so you can see my feet. I want to make sure. Yep, you can see my arms. Perfect. Okay, again, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. I'm glad you liked it. Thank you so much. I hope that this is going to be helpful for you. So, again, you want to think about our breath. I want you to think when you're standing, ears, shoulders, hips, soft bend in the knees, weighted in the heels and toes when you're standing. You want to pull the chin in. We live in such a world of this or this. Okay, so this is just postures everything. We're going to start the platform off. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go in oscillation mode at about 40. So power it on. Bring it on. Come on. Whoop. I don't want to waste time with my speed, but here it goes. Okie doke. Just into the red mode. Put the ball between your thighs. Look down at your feet, toes pointing forward. They like to turn out. We're going to add our breath as we go ahead and reach and bend. So exhale, inhale, expand, exhale, hinge from the hips. I'm doing 5. Reach, look to the floor, squeeze the ball. Inhale, 1 more. And back, just to get those joints. Now, heels together, toes apart. I'm not going to use the ball. I'm getting rid of it. We're in a plie position. So you're going to bend and straighten. Put your hand on your belly and your tailbone and feel your tailbone dropping down and squeeze. I want you to get that heel connection, zip up. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. This is great for ankles. 1 more time. Great. Now, you might want to take that ball back. I got rid of mine. But we're going to do heel lifts. So start with this, please. You're going to go ahead, keep your hands forward, shoulders down. Lift one heel, bring your hand back. Open the chest, watch those ribs, and close. If this is comfortable for you, stay here. Roll through your first toe, that big toe and second toe. So you want to feel the kneecap pointing forward. If you are okay with the next level of this, we're going to go ahead and lift the heels, drop the heels. Palms up, inhale, exhale. I want you to really think you've got a ball between your legs. Inhale, exhale. Crown of the head to the sky and come down. Oh, I almost lost on that one. 1 more time. Lift and lower. Yeah, it's a little lift, okay? Now, from here, we're going to go into our wide leg plie. Now, as wide as your platform will let you go, you got a lot more vibration going here. So once again, maybe put one hand behind your head, one hand behind your tailbone, and drop down and squeeze the heels. Let me recue that. Drop down, press into your heels so the butt tightens. Inhale, exhale. Hands can go back on the hips. So we just want to feel this wide leg plie. I'm going to add on to this. So you're going to go ahead and pull the elbows back, reach forward, Exhale. Shh. Shh. Shoulder blades are down. You're pulling back wide. I'm not going so far back into my neck. If you pull wide, you should be able to see your elbows in your peripheral vision. You got 2 more of these. Exhale. Now this time you're going to hold. We're going to rotate up and down. So this is definitely great for rotator cuff. Okay, I'm going to do just a few of these because I want to add these 2 moves together. I'm keeping my knees bent in this kind of wide sumo squat, if you will. 1 more time. And then come up. So we're going to add on. We're going to reach up, inhale. Actually, reach forward, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, pull back. Rotate, stretch up, bring the hands down. Sweep forward, pull back, rotate. You're going to stretch up and back down. Reach forward, bend, rotate, stretch down. This one, reach up and lift up. Last time, bring it down, sweep forward and pull, rotate and stretch. And bring it back in. Woo-hoo. Okay, so that was a lot of coordination. We're going to add, we're going to move to a different exercise. So we're going to go back to parallel. And if you want to put that ball between your knees, I recommend it if you tend to shift your hips a lot. Remember, I've been practicing for a lot of years, so I have more stability than you right now, but you'll get it, okay? Put that ball between your thighs. It'll help you. We're going to go ahead and do our side bends. So we're going to come up and over. The knees are bent. And then we come back. Arms straight. Up and over. Now, what I said when we did the chair work, we do the same thing. You can put your hand behind your head. I want the hips to be square. I'm not dipping. Up and over. So get that feeling of length. We'll do 1 more like this. And then I'm going to add on, just like we can see how I kind of took that other hand here. It gives me a little bit more bend on the side. Come back and rotate. Hand can be behind the head and on the belly. That's perfectly fine. Adding on from here. You're going to come up and over. Now you can stretch, restack, and open. Take it to the side. You're going to reach. You're going to use your obliques on this. Come back up. If you feel like it's too much, come up and over, hand behind the head, and just reach your head forward. Get the contraction. Push your head back. So it shortens the lever. Up and over, side bend. You're going to rotate forward, derotate, and restack. Adding 1 more level. Take an inhale. Exhale, reach. Now we're going to come down, both arms. Stack up your spine nice and tall. Reach up on the inhale. Exhale. Coming down and stack it up. All the way over, we bend. We take the side bend rotation. Drop the head down. Knees are soft. Tuck the tailbone, roll up. Take your side bend. Rotate forward. Bend the knees a lot to drop down and restack. Okay, so there's 3 levels to that movement. Now from here, we're going to go into standing rotation. Hands behind the head. Look at your feet. You can be in parallel here. You're going to push the head back. Tuck the chin in. Hips still. Rotate right, left, right. Breathe in. Breathe out. I want you to feel those shoulder blades. Remember, the hips don't move. It's all shoulder rotation. Shh. Shh. Both knees stay bent. I say that a lot because one leg will want to straighten out just to make you think you've got more turn. Last time right, last time left, and back. Relax. Okay. Hands on the hips again. We're going to go into hip circles. So here's your option. Like we did on the platform, seated. You're just going to roll, okay? Roll in the other direction. This is level 1 standing. Really feel the hips are still. I have my hands on my hips so I don't move my hips, just my femur. Reverse or switch sides. Little toe to big toe. Turn the knee in and out. Roll on the tippy toes. About 3 to 5 of these. Then reverse it. Little toe to big toe. External to internal rotation. It's so easy to move the hips on this, and I don't want you to. I want pelvic stability. Remember that rib cage breathing. Now, if you want to go a little further, I'm going to take my post, okay, and I'm going to go ahead and press down. I'm going to come up and over. Up and over. I'm just going to do 3 of these. I'm going to reverse it, back and around. I keep my hand on my hip to keep me honest on this. All right, you can work up to 5, and you can work up to no holding on. Okay, so we're going to lift the heel, lift the knee, come up and over. Up and over. Boy, this side wants to move a lot on me. I can feel that today. I'm pushing down firmly on my post, but I'm keeping my chest lifted. Reverse it around for 3. Inhale, exhale. 2 and 1. Now, from here, I'm going to do a 3-way leg series. So, if you don't have the post, you can use the wall. You're going to take your it's going to be your left leg forward, okay? Left leg forward, right leg's on the platform. I'm pushing down into the left leg, right leg still knee bent. We're going to lift and lower. Push the tailbone back and lift. Now I can lift pretty big as I'm holding on to something, so I feel more confident. I'm lifting from my belly. And then I'm going to take this to the side. I'm not leaning. I'm just bringing my leg to the side. Think about a nice long line, and you're going to lift. You can turn your toes out. That might help. One more. My platform just shut off, so I kind of went too long. Okay, leg back. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. I had this time right before, but that's okay. Let's switch. Come forward. We're going to lift for 3, 2, 1. Take it to the side. Now I probably don't need this guy. 3, 2, 1. Take it back. You're going to kind of pitch forward and lift. Use the glute. 3, 2, 1. Almost had time, right? We're going to do a roll down, and now you're done. Take a big breath in. Dive over, bend your knees. Exhale. Shh. Stack up on the inhale. Sweep the hands up, reach. Dive over, soft knees. Let your head drop. Shake out your shoulders. Bend your knees a lot. Tuck the tailbone, roll up. One more time. Take a big breath in, everybody. Exhale over. Stay here, breathe in one extra breath. Pull the belly in, suck everything up in, reach up, big stretch, and you are done. Okay, so we had the whole session total from my gabbing was probably, I had about 9 minutes of gabbing. So it was a good 20-minute or so workout. I hope this was helpful for you. 10 minutes on the seated, 10 minutes standing. I'm going to go into part 2 next week. I'm going to make it add a few more things, but we're going to be doing a seated on the platform workout and a standing workout. So for those of you that can get on the platform and sit down on it, we'll have some fun with our hips and our core. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, I got to put this in. I got to remind you guys about this. New year, new you giveaway. Life Pro's giving stuff away, over $5,000 worth of health and wellness products for you. And all you need to do to join the journey is you're going to click on the link I put in the chat, and that way you'll be able to get chances to win a Peloton bike, alarm clock, greens, all sorts of goodies from Life Pro. Just click on that link. Also, guys, I'm going to put this workout in the chat on the Life Pro VIP page and the Life Pro business page. That way you have it so you can see what you're doing. If you've got questions, private message me or put it in the chat later on. I'm always checking in. But if you've got some questions, you've got some challenges, let me help you, okay? I want you to succeed. I want you to feel the best that you can feel in 2024 and beyond. So welcome to our new folks, new family members from Life Pro. Thank you for your time and attention. I've got a couple good things coming up this month and the month of February for heart health as well. And let me know what you want. I'm here to help you. So have a great, great rest of your evening. I'm glad you needed this tonight. You're so welcome. I'll see you guys next week, if not sooner. Bye for now.